Welcome back to the Demon Slayer Gaming channel, everyone. Today we're going to be starting a new series for Final Fantasy XIV dungeon walkthroughs. Going to be trying to go into an in-depth guide as to the mechanics for all the bosses in the dungeons and how you should handle some of the pulls and stuff to try and help some of the newer people out there. I will be trying to go in depth because I feel like you should try to do every mechanic even if it isn't relevant. So all these will be from a tank's perspective, as that's the role that I do. But starting off here, you're just going to do this single pulls all the way up to this beginning area. And then as you can see coming up here on the left hand side, there's the bloody memo over in this alcove here. So I always stop right here, let the someone run over, look at it, see which color is the color that you need to activate for the first boss. So as you can see, our party member here said that blue is the one we need, so that's the one that we will be activating whenever we go and tackle the first boss. I'm going to go ahead and speed up and increase, try and get through some of this trash pulls. They're pretty much generic trash pulls, not much you have to worry about. If there is any, of course, warning signs for abilities that are being used, then of course don't stand in those, but everything is pretty generic and basic at this point in the run. Now coming into this next area, you'll see a group of little fireflies along with a giant clam. The giant clam, every time it closes, becomes untargetable, and when it opens back up will spawn more of the fireflies. So you're going to go ahead and just, as soon as you pull them, get them on you, and then focus down the clam real quick before hopefully it closes for the first time and then doesn't spawn anymore. But if you can't do that, then you'll just have to kill it the second time that it opens up and then finish off another group of ads. Alright, so we're coming up on the first boss here. This is where you're going to go click the coral formation that aligned with the color that you found out earlier when you looked at the note. It's going to reveal the switch here, and as soon as you touch the switch, the boss is going to spawn. There's only one mechanic that this boss really has. It's a 360 degree AoE paralyze. So what you're going to want to do is either, as soon as you see the circle animation that shows that he's using the ability, either stun him with either your low blow, or if another party member could stun him, or just back out of the ability range. It is a pretty long cast for how short of an area you have to travel, so it is easy to get out of it. Just DPS him down and then a door will open where the switch was. Alright, so we're already at the second boss, or you could say mini boss, as there's no mechanics to this boss and he actually runs away halfway through. So you're going to just pick up the boss along with the ads, go ahead and kill the ads or the boss first, it doesn't matter which one, but then once the boss gets down to half health, he's going to run away and you'll just have to finish off the ads and you'll be able to continue on. Alright, so in this next area, there's a lot of ledges, stairs, boxes, stuff. It's really easy to lose line of sight on your healer, so your healer won't be able to heal you if you are not within line of sight of them. So once you gather the mobs, go ahead and take them back to an area where everyone can see you. As you can see here, for some reason my healer is stuck on a group of stairs back there and can't get up, so I actually have to run them back to her so that I don't end up dying again. So one of them will drop the captain's quarters key. You will pick that up and that allows you to enter the captain's quarters right here. So once you clear these mobs, you'll open up this door. Inside will be what this dungeon would qualify as a mini boss. You'll kill him to get another key. Now there is no mechanics to this mini boss, it's just a single tank and spank kill. Really easy fight. And once you've defeated the Reaver here, he'll drop the Wave Rider gate key. We'll go ahead and pick that up and proceed to the other gate that's right next to it that is protected by 2 more people. Now you've reached the spot that the second boss ran off to again. Again, you'll go ahead and pick him up along with his 2 ads. It doesn't matter which one you go ahead and fight first, it is safer to kill the ads first, as this time when the boss gets down, he's going to summon a bunch of dogs before he runs off. So I would recommend killing the 2 ads, then go ahead and fight the boss. Once he starts getting down to that portion where he's going to run away, then you'll go over to the door that we're kind of sort of looking at now, where you can see the dogs are behind, so that we can easily pick those up too. So this area of minions is actually a little tougher group, so don't get too ahead of yourself and grab too many unless you are very confident of your healer. Since I've been having a little trouble with mine this run, I didn't want to go ahead and do that, so I only pulled together 2 groups, and as you can see I still almost die here. So I would recommend only taking 1, maybe 2 groups in this area unless you're really confident in your healer. Now we are to the last boss here, and we do get the extreme satisfaction of watching the Sahagin actually just kill the guy that's been running away from us twice now. So, but right after this, you're entering the final boss with this Sahagin. And what I would recommend as a tank is go ahead and pull him to one of these unnatural ripple spots. That way, whenever the mechanics start happening that you start seeing the water bubbling up, you can either stun the boss and click the unnatural ripples, or you can just try and click it in between his attacks so that more ads don't spawn from the one that you're standing over. As you can see there, I stunned him and then clicked it. If you get hit while you're trying to click it, it will interrupt you, so you either have to time it really well or try and stun them. The rest of your party members can go between the other natural ripples and click them so that they don't spawn an ad. But if an ad does spawn, try and just limit how many are spawning in between each wave. As long as you don't get overwhelmed, we're getting every single one spawning after every single wave. You should be okay. Just pick them up as they spawn so they don't go over to your healer, and that way they can just focus solely on keeping you alive. And that's going to be it for this run. Thank you very much for watching. I hope everyone enjoyed.